I never made money as an athlete like Dwayne has. So mine isn't as disciplined. But I'm lucky that I started working out at such a young age. And maybe I'm lucky because of genetics that I can alter my body quicker than somebody else. We have the best cast in the world. Everybody that comes to be a part of Fast and Furious, wow, there's a lot of you here.
Vin Diesel doesn't just play unstoppable, he lives it. Step into the world of Vin Diesel, the high-octane force behind the Fast and Furious franchise and a living symbol of raw power and relentless drive. But did you know he was introduced to acting after he broke into a movie theater? But today, he's not just an action icon, he is the action. From explosive stunts to steel-eyed determination, Diesel has carved out his spot as one of Hollywood's most unbreakable forces.
So how did you get the name Vin Diesel?
I was a bouncer for 9 years in New York City. And in New York, when you're a bouncer, the last thing you do is ever tell everybody your real name because of all the problems that
You don't want them like looking for you later on.
So the other bouncers started calling me Vin Diesel.
Right.
And that's...
But here's what most people miss. It's not just brute strength or movie magic. What keeps him dominating on and off screen is a no-nonsense formula that we will reveal in this video. In this video, we're breaking it all down. Diesel's personal blueprint for strength and longevity, his 4 unshakable fitness rules, his weekly workout plan, the foods he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and his 3 essential food principles for men over 50. We'll also reveal his #1 secret longevity hack later on, so watch out for that. Stay with me, because what's coming next might just shift how you approach your own health. Before the world knew the name Vin Diesel, he was just a kid chasing a dream, with no shortcuts, no fame, and no promises. Long before the muscles, fame, and billion-dollar franchises, he was Mark Sinclair, a determined young man fueled by raw passion and grit. Born in 1967 and raised in the concrete jungle of New York City, he spent years grinding, facing rejection after rejection, while working nights as a club bouncer just to stay afloat. But here's where most people would have quit. Not him. Instead of waiting for Hollywood to come knocking, he built his own door. He wrote, he directed, he starred. And in 1995, Multifacial was born, a short film that didn't just showcase his talent, it screamed his hunger to the world. That scream, it reached someone big. Steven Spielberg saw something in him, something real, and gave him a shot in Saving Private Ryan, 1998. That moment cracked the gates of Hollywood wide open, but he didn't stop there. He exploded onto the scene in The Fast and the Furious, 2001, and XXX, 2002, proving once and for all that success doesn't knock, you kick the door down.
Nothing in the world is better than seeing my 4-year-old daughter walking around the house singing these songs that she hears me play in the house. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Sometimes they can't see the movies I make.
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Off-screen, Diesel is a man of deep loyalty and fierce love for family, and after losing his brother-in-arms Paul Walker, he transformed his grief into purpose, honoring that bond in every step forward.
Vin Diesel has said this publicly. He said, one of the greatest gifts that Paul Walker has ever gave me is you.
Wow.
So even if Vin could not imagine what or way or how to make it make sense that I'm in the movie with him, and it's not that he didn't, but if he didn't and he couldn't wrap his head around how could I, he says to everybody, the greatest gift that Paul Walker has ever gave me is Tyrese.
His story isn't just about fame, it's about fire. And in the next part, we dive into the core principles that fuel everything he does, on and off the screen. Vin Diesel's 4 fitness rules. Vin Diesel doesn't train to look strong, he trains to be unstoppable. Rule number 1, train with purpose. Every time Diesel steps into the gym, he's not winging it. He's laser focused. Every set, every rep, it's intentional. He's sculpting more than muscle. He's building the engine behind those high-impact stunts and relentless action scenes. "I'm not here to waste time. I train for what's coming, I train to last," he added, and that mindset, it's only the beginning. Rule number 2, combine strength with combat. Forget just pumping iron. Diesel's workouts are a hybrid of power and precision. He blends traditional lifting with martial arts, bodyweight drills, and explosive movement. The result? A body that's not just strong, but fast, flexible, and fight-ready. "Lifting's great, but can you move with it? Can you fight with it?" he said. That adaptability, it's exactly what fuels his next secret. Rule number 3, master the mind-muscle connection. Diesel isn't rushing through his reps like a robot. He slows things down, controls every motion, feels every fiber. That deep connection between mind and muscle isn't just smart, it's what separates injury from impact. "If you're not present in the rep, you're not really training," he once shared. But even the best training falls apart without this final piece. Rule number 4, prioritize recovery. For Diesel, recovery isn't a luxury, it's a strategy. He builds in rest days, focuses on mobility, and keeps his hydration locked in. That's how he stays ready, injury-free, and firing on all cylinders, film after film. "Rest isn't weakness, it's where the strength grows," he added. But here's where it gets interesting. The way he trains changed after one unexpected shift. We'll get into that jiu-jitsu twist soon. Vin Diesel's workout routine.
What I'm supposed to do with the Dom character is work out before I go to set, before I start the production, and then drink as many beers as I can to get a beer belly.
Vin Diesel doesn't train like a bodybuilder. He trains like a man preparing for battle. With every rep, every set, he's sharpening the edge that keeps him explosive, agile, and ready for Hollywood's most demanding roles. Each day targets a different zone, built to maximize strength without sacrificing speed or flexibility. Oh, and just wait till you hear how Jiu-Jitsu reshaped the way Vin trains. We'll get to that soon.
You have to work out every day out of need, pleasure, because you do it already.
At times need, at times pleasure. There are times when I, depending on a role, where I can't work out at all, where I'm trying to not look like I've spent time in a gym.
Monday, chest day. Diesel kicks the week off with heavy artillery aimed at his chest. Flat bench press sets the tone, 4 rounds of 8 reps. Then it's on to decline bench press and dumbbell flies, tightening up the lower and outer chest. He follows it up with old-school push-ups, 4 brutal sets that test endurance. Add incline dumbbell presses and low-cable crossovers, and by the end, your chest feels forged in steel. And if you think he slows down on Tuesday, think again. Tuesday. Triceps. Diesel goes deep into the triceps with precision. Overhead extensions and skull crushers open the session. Then he fires off reverse grip pushdowns, incline barbell extensions, dumbbell kickbacks, and dips. 6 deadly moves, each locked at 4 sets of 8 reps. But midweek doesn't mean full rest. It's active recovery with purpose. Wednesday. Active recovery. Vin might not lift today, but he doesn't sit around either. Light cardio or core-focused drills keep him in motion. You might catch him doing abs or light sparring to stay sharp. And once Thursday hits, it's time to light up the back and shoulders. Thursday, back and shoulders. Shoulder presses start the charge, followed by lateral raises and lat pull-downs. Then it's all about the grind, bent over rows, deadlifts, and heavy shrugs to stack thickness onto his frame. Every move, 4 sets, 8 reps, pure fire. The foundation's set. Now it's time to bring in the big engines. Friday, leg day. Barbell back squats and calf raises make up the base, but Diesel doesn't stop there. Sumo squats, lunges, and front squats build size and function. Then comes the finale, clean and snatch or clean and squat. Complex movements for a complex machine, but it's not just lifting that makes Diesel lethal, he's trained to fight. Saturday, Jiu-Jitsu. For Fast and Furious 7, Vin trained under Paul Walker's Jiu-Jitsu coach to prep for what he calls the franchise's most intense fight scene. The result? Controlled aggression, calculated movement, and next-level body control. If you want to train like Diesel, don't just lift, learn to move. Coming up next, we'll the secret behind Vin's ultra-clean me, and the one surprising food he eats that keeps him looking ageless. Vin's 3 food rules. Vin Diesel doesn't just train hard, he eats with intention. His diet isn't a crash course or a trend, it's a long-term strategy built on clean, balanced, and sustainable habits that keep him firing on all cylinders. Rule 1. Whole nutrient-dense foods. Vin sticks to whole, nutrient-rich foods, lean proteins, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Every plate is a purpose-built engine, fueling muscle repair, steady energy, and recovery after those grueling workouts. And if you're thinking there's room for cheat meals or sugar bombs, think again. Rule 2. Avoid junk foods, processed snacks, artificial garbage, not in his system. Diesel avoids refined sugars and fake additives like the plague. Clean food means clean performance, and that's non-negotiable when your body is your career. But even the cleanest fuel won't fire properly without this next key. Rule 3. Hydration is non-negotiable. For Vin, water isn't just a side note, it's part of the strategy. Staying fully hydrated helps his muscles function, aids recovery, and keeps his energy steady during high-intensity shoots and training. Before we reveal his crazy #1 longevity secret, let's take a look at what he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Vin Diesel's daily meal plan. Vin's meals aren't just tasty, they're tactical. Every bite serves a purpose: to power his workouts, sharpen his focus, and keep his physique camera ready. Here's what a day on Diesel's plate looks like. Breakfast. He kicks off the morning with clean, slow-burning energy. It's either a warm bowl of porridge loaded with raisins, chia seeds, cranberries and apples, or rye bread topped with almond butter and a banana on the side. Nothing fancy, just real food to ignite the engine. And when lunchtime rolls around, it's not about cravings, it's about control. Lunch. Midday meals are dialed in. Think 2 tuna fillets with a heaping side of vegetables, or brown rice with turkey breast, green beans, and a sweet potato. Everything is portioned to perfection: lean protein, complex carbs, and fiber to keep him locked in and ready. Dinner doesn't mean dialing down the discipline, it's where recovery begins. Stay tuned, because in just a minute, we'll reveal the forbidden food that even Vin's closest friends were shocked he eats. Dinner. Vin winds down with nutrient-rich meals that aid recovery and prep his body for the next day. That might mean grilled chicken breast with bell pepper, asparagus, brown rice, and mango, or quinoa with salmon, broccoli, and a fresh mixed salad. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're part of the rare 1% who finish what they start. That says everything. Now let's talk about his #1 longevity secret. Vin Diesel's #1 longevity secret. When asked about what keeps him going well into his 50s, he made it clear that it was his consistency coupled with clean living, from disciplined workouts to whole food nutrition and active recovery, that he doesn't break the formula. He shows up every day, no matter what. Would you want more Hollywood anti-aging secrets? Check out this next video. Hit like and subscribe for more life-changing health tips.